Yo, what's up guys? This is the Researcher TV and today we are gonna talk about the units in Wild Forest. So in Wild Forest, we could check our units on the card interface. Okay, let's go to cards. And then on this part, we could check their stats. So this is all the units I have currently. I don't have access to any other units yet, so I cannot see their stats, abilities. Okay, so for now, let's check the units here. So let's check the skeleton info. So in this user interface, you can see the unit limit, the mana cost, cooldown, and tier. Okay. So every tier 1, they have a cooldown of 15 seconds. Okay. And then mana cost, it depends from time to time, but with skeleton, you only need 3. And then unit limit is 3. You can summon 3 max at a time in the game. So max doesn't mean like only 3 summons max, like literally, but only 3 stack. So after summoning 3, if one skeleton doesn't die yet, you cannot summon again. Okay. So in here, you can see their characteristics and then abilities. So abilities, this unit attacks only the ground targets. And then this unit moves on the ground. So you can see basic stuff here. And then their characteristics. And then the good thing about the skeleton, or reading the characteristics of these units, is that you can see their stats. And their stats matters, okay? Stats matters in the game. So skeletons, they have 16 movement speed. This is like their bread and butter. So if you have fast movement speed in the game, you could actually kite enemies, especially enemy units. And you could also race for capturing points, okay? So let's see the movement speed of other characters. So remember, skeleton has 16. So let's go to swordsman. So swordsman only has 12 movement speed. And then spearman has 12. So it's really fast. Let's check other characters. Knight has 12. And then the sniper has 8. So if you have a skeleton, this is really good to buy because it has movement speed and you can summon 3 for the cost of 3 mana. Okay. So spearman. So spearman is a melee unit. So it's it has a long distance. It's like a range unit, but it's a melee. Okay. And then its blow deal damage to all enemies in the line of attacks. So when there's enemies in front of him or like a line from him, then every unit will get hit, okay? Every unit that will get damage. So we could also check here piercing damage. So the unit ignores the enemy shield when attacking. So take note guys, piercing damage, okay? So this is also ground target and ground moving, okay? So let's see characters or units with shields. So characters with shields are swordsman. So shield, this is the ability shield. So shield, the unit has an additional health bar in the form of a shield. Note that some units may ignore the shield when attacking. So this guy has a shield, but at the same time, if there's enemies with piercing, such as the spearman, they could ignore the shield. So other characters with shield are like knight, and then this has a shield, right? So when the knight is gonna fight the spearman will ignore the shield, okay? So let's talk about the knight. I love this character. Like literally, it's kinda OP in the game. Especially all the free-to-play players could get it because this character has mana cost of 13 and you can summon 2. And imagine if you have like two of them, you could get a lot, okay? So info, let's check the abilities. So we already talked about the shield, okay? So this one is like the bread and butter of the knight. So splash. So attacks damage an area hitting multiple opponents. So during fights, when the enemies are like really fighting you in the match, if they have many units, especially the squishy ones, the knight could easily clear them. especially the skeleton, the spearman, and then the swordsman. Even the archers are squishy as fuck, and then the snipers are also squishy. So that's like 210 HP. And then look at the damage of the knight, 46. So this guy deals a lot of damage, especially on multiple or big skill fights, okay? So this one, if you have a card of knight, I highly recommend you guys upgrade this. Even though I am fighting players with good cards, this unit or the knight can really perform, okay? And then the sniper, let's check the sniper, okay? So the sniper is just basically a long-range warrior with a very large ranges of attack. He is slow, but can attack ground and airborne targets. So for me, I really use this character, especially when they have like the flying unit in the game. But the ability is only attack both land and air, and can only move in ground. And then the damage is 64. So okay. So right now, that's all the units I can check in the game. So how can we check more units in the game without having the cards? So let's go to Tribally. So this guys is Tribally.games. You can check this out, okay? This is like a Facebook or Twitter for gaming projects. So I'll put the link down below. So in this TriballyGames, you could check units in the game, okay? So let's go to home first. So home, so here you can see trending posts in Wild Forest. You could also check forums. There's discussions here about the game and units, about also their progress in the game. You know, you could check a lot on this website. So gamers, you could also check gamers, but it's coming soon. It's like a leaderboard. Activity, it's coming soon, and tools. So this one is the most important thing that we need to check. You need to go to tools, and then let's go to Explorer. Okay, so let's go Explorer, and then let's change the filter to everything. Okay, so as you can see, you could see all the units in the game, their cooldown, their tier, their mana cost. You can see everything. Okay, so if you want to learn more units about Wild Forest, you can go to Tribally.games, and then go to Wild Forest, and then go to tools, and then Explorer. So right now, let's explore the units in the game. So for me, I'm really interested with a Squirrel Copter, because this is like really OP, especially when enemies doesn't have ranged units. So let's check this out. So on this one, we could not really see the stats, but we could see the legendary ones like 123 HP, 19 damage, 10 movement speed, and 15 range. But we could actually see their abilities like flying, attack, air, and ground. So this is really quite useful, especially when you want to learn more about the game. So let's check the Flaming Cat. So Flaming Cat is a ranger unit with an area attack. Burns the ground, causing damage to enemies. So attacks only on the ground. So we could check this. Attack ground and then burning ground. We can see all their abilities. So there's also splash damage on this character, and it's tier 1, cost is 2, and max summon is 2. Okay, double toads. I haven't seen this character yet. A pair of warrior brothers who can attack while in motion, effective against both ground and airborne targets. Yo, that's crazy. Attack ground. I don't know what's attack in motion though. I haven't seen it yet, but I hope I can see it in the near future or fight someone with it. So there's also medics in the game. Shotgun. So the shotgun has a stun. So this one is a tier 1 unit, 5 mana cost, and max unit summon is 2. There's also a medic. So light warrior support, treats allies but for reasons of conscience, but does not attack enemies. So medic is like a tier 1 unit, 6 energy cost, and you can summon 2, but it doesn't attack enemies. So in this website, you could really see the cards in the game. You could actually learn stuff, especially when you don't have access to the cards. You can also check the filters. You can arrange the filters. Let's go to tier 2. So you can see Knight, Sniper, Ninja. Yo, I want to have a ninja, to be honest. Like this character is like crazy OP. It's like Naruto, bro. So it's a melee warrior. Teleports to the enemy on attack. Dodges every third attack. So it has 2 extra abilities. It has a blink and then dodge. So every third attack from enemies or on all sources, he will dodge, okay? I haven't seen a paladin, but it's kinda intriguing, but because it has a high health and each attack on the enemy heals the surrounding allies. Imagine fighting on a clash, like you guys have all the units summoned and you guys are gonna fight. Imagine this guy is every time you hit, it will heal everyone on the area, you know? That would be crazy. And then there's a bomb, explodes upon contact with the target or when it is killed. Yo, this is crazy. Like, imagine this dies and then explodes. And even it doesn't die, it will explode once in contact, bro. Deals a lot of damage in a large radius. Has an explosive character. Yeah, he's the bomb, bro. He's the bomb, okay? You gotta understand, he's the bomb. Okay, he's got the ability, no attack. He doesn't attack, so just explode. Because he's the bomb, okay? Let's move on. So, Stormcat. Range unit, every third attack stuns your opponent for 1 second. So, this is tier 2 unit. Big Copter. Air warrior with good damage but low health. Oh, damn. Only attacks ground targets. He was an air pirate when he was younger. Yo, okay. So there's a witch, there's a Harlequin. Okay. Harlequin melee units armed with a large hammer. His attack slows enemy movement speed by 50%. He also has splash damage. He also has piercing damage, but it's kind of slow. But he slows the enemy. Artillery. Yo, this is intriguing. Like, having this kind of information in the internet or the website is really really important because it gives you the data you need in order to know what characters are good, and then you can mix and match them. Then you can make meta teams, you know. So this is crazy. So let's see the witch. I think this guy summons, but let's see. Range unit that casts poison. Oh, poison. Enemies under the poison effects take damage over time and are slowed by 50%. So this is poison only. Attacks air and ground. So tier 3 units. There's only 3 characters. So all of them, the cooldown is 50 and all of their cost is 18, and max unit summoned is like 2. So Juggernaut. Juggernaut is a shield, so it's like a tank most likely. Okay, Juggernaut is a tank. And then let's see tank. Yo, this is a tank and this is a tank, bro. What the fuck? So a strong unit of long range combat with great damage. It can attack while in motion. So it can attack while running, bro. It can kite. So if you use this, you could actually kite and hit enemies at the same time, bro. Unlike the sniper and the archer, they need to stand down and then attack. So this is crazy. So that's like the in motion, okay. So this has a shield. It's literally a tank. It has splash damage. It has attack in motion. Holy moly, bro. It's crazy. And then Blood Hunter. Let's see Blood Hunter. So a melee unit has a blood sense ability that allows it to see through the fog of war against enemy units with less than 30% health. So this is like Blood Seeker in Dota. So once the enemy is low, even at night, even there's a fog, they can see the enemies if the enemy is below 30%. So it has Blood Rage. We don't know what's Blood Rage, but Blood Sense is like the ability to see when the enemy is low, and that it has piercing damage. So I think that's all for now. If you guys want to learn more about the units in the game in Wild Forest, I'll drop the link down below of TriballyGames. And if you guys learned something in this video, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more updates. Also, don't forget to like and comment down below. It helps for the algorithm. So that's all for now. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.